Welcome back to Aries Spiritual Guidance. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on what you need to be aware about from your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, what they want to tell you, what you need to be aware about. If you're not familiar with how pick a card readings work, it's always helpful to stop and pause the video, whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to. They will have messages presentable in that pile for you. If you're drawn to more than one pile, definitely choose a pile of your preference. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If you want to reach out to me for a more personal reading, feel free to look at the details that are listed in the description box below. I am currently offering Reiki Healing sessions as well as sound therapy if you are interested in that as well. Their information will be listed in the description box that I post in this video. Keep in mind it will be virtual sound healing therapy sessions as well as virtual videos for Reiki Healing sessions focusing on the chakra system and getting you into alignment, working with energy work and healing. So we're going to go ahead and start this pick a card reading. The first pile that you see is going to be Angel Light with the 2 Angel Light stones. We also have the second pile, which is going to be the Rainbow Moonstone. And the third pile is going to be Blue Lace Agate. And last but not least, we have Celestite, which is actually my favorite crystal. So Angel Light, Rainbow Moonstone, Blue Lace Agate, and Celestite. Alright, so we're going to start with moving these out of the way. So we're going to focus on what your angels and your spirit guides want you to be aware about for the upcoming year. Alright, so the people that chose Angel Light, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please come forward and assist with this reading. So this pile, what do they need to be aware about right now the most? What do your angels and your spirit guides want to be aware about? You to be aware about for the upcoming year or right now? Soul family. So calling in your soul tribe, calling in your soul family. It could be very possible that in the year of 2022 that you guys are going to be focusing on getting yourself in alignment, reshifting your focus. I feel a very strong energy coming through of you guys kind of being in alignment. Okay, balance. There's a strong emphasis on balance. We have the purple and we have hues of blue, we have hues of indigo. So this talks about the chakra system as well. So you have your third eye and your crown chakra, magnifying, being able to tap into the divine, getting energetic downloads, being able to trust in the process, having faith in the process, trusting your intuition. Your spirit guides want you to focus on your energy, balancing your energy, trying to meditate, spending more time in nature. Unless you are in a cold state like me, there's still other ways that you can spend time in nature and kind of get yourself grounded, especially through meditation or listening to high vibrational music, or just spending time with yourself to understand what needs to be in progress to get yourself in alignment. So it could be also very possible you're finding new friends and your soul family that have same likes and interests in same mindset, same focus, and you might be able to attract your soul tribe in a way where they are also in alignment with you and your belief system and supportive. They might also be spiritual themselves, is what I'm picking up from that card. All right, other messages. The people that chose the Angel Light crystals, pile number 1. What do they need to be aware about? Messages from your angels, spirit guides. I am picking up that a lot of this people that chose pile number 1, I think you've been trying to ground yourself for some time. There's a need of releasing, making sure that you spend some time healing. It's funny because Angelite will help you connect to the angelic realms. So if you guys are interested in palm stones or bigger forms like towers, that'll help you get in contact with your angels and your spirit guides, but also help with meditation purposes. The next card that we have is Let Your Light Shine. Now, the one thing that I'm noticing about this card is there's also lights beaming from the center part of her body. As she is in the meditative lotus position, she is able to tap into the divine and love not only herself, but as she continues to love herself, that light beams outwards and shines brighter. So this is talking about expression. I feel in the year of 2022, you may be finding yourself expressing yourself, getting in touch with your creative side. Whether that's forms of expression through poetry, writing, also painting, drawing. There's other forms of expression. And the thing that your angels and your spirit guides are saying is that it's been a long journey. There's been lots of hardships that you've endured along the way, to really spend time focusing on how you can exude this energy outwards into the universe. And part of that has to do with focusing on what light you can bring outwards, how you can spread that light, how you can give back, and not only exude that energy outwards, but within yourself. Focus on your inner core. Focus on your inner light. Allow that light to shine outwards. Center yourself. Focus on that light. And as you continue to focus on that light, that energy goes outwards and draws positive energy towards you. So far, there's an emphasis on finding your soul tribe and your soul family, finding like-minded people, finding people that have the same goal set, mindset, same belief system, people that are going to be supportive of you, people that are going to be trustworthy, people that are going to see you in high regard. And then also allowing yourself to go through this healing journey. And then when you focus on your inner core, that energy continues to exude outwards, and you become familiar with the processes that's necessary for you to become your most truest, authentic self. Getting in connection to your higher self is also needed for this pile. There's been a lot of hurt from people that chose this pile. I feel like you guys have been through a lot of pain. We also have discernment. Oh, look at the imagery in this card. It's really pretty because I actually, people that know me know that I love the Northern Lights and that I've always wanted to go to Alaska. I still want to go to Alaska or Canada to see the Northern Lights in their fullest form, because I actually live in the state of Minnesota, where you can technically see the Northern Lights, but I told myself that I want to see the Northern Lights in their fullest form in either Canada or Alaska. So the fact that this card has the Northern Lights in it and the imagery is just beautiful. It's stunning. It says discernment, follow your intuition. So I do feel that this is also symbolic that your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors, they actually want you to start listening to your intuition. I feel like you're getting energetic downloads here to where you maybe be receiving messages from them, but I don't feel like you're fully in alignment yet to be receiving the answers that you're seeking and needing. Part of that is centering yourself too. To receiving those energetic downloads, part of that is centering yourself, grounding yourself, meditating, utilizing sense of calmness to kind of help allow yourself to be receptive to being able to receive messages. The next two cards is talking about releasing. Let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. What is it that you need to let go? What is it that you're holding on to? Is there someone or something or a specific idea or a specific thought process that you keep consistently going through to where it's no longer serving you, to where it's no longer being helpful? Is there repetitive thinking that's a revolving cycle? Is there a person that you're holding on to? So it can be a person that you need to release, and the universe is giving you the green light to release this person. If it is not a person, this means to release negative thought behaviors or self-limiting beliefs. It's also talking about releasing any continuous negative thought habits that you have that become toxic. So if you're one of those types of people that you do a lot of negative self-talk, this is what your angels and your spirit guides want you to try to gravitate away towards. Okay, they want you to focus on self-affirmations. They want you to utilize self-love, doing things that make you feel happy and feel good. It doesn't mean you have to go out and do things. You can do things and self-care items that'll make you feel good about yourself. Taking time, spending time with yourself, developing a relationship with yourself. This next card says, look up and look forward. Welcome new developments and positive change. So it's the universe's way of telling you that they're trying to bless you with new opportunities, and they will continue to set forth these endless, abundant opportunities, but you kind of have to get yourself in a receiving energy. You have to get yourself in a receiving energy to allow yourself to be open to receiving the abundance that you deserve. They want you to utilize waking up every day. Try to attempt to have an attitude of gratitude. Try to focus on things that you already have. Be appreciative of the things that you do have. Try not to focus on the lack, because the more that you focus on the lack, the more it becomes stagnant energy that you don't want. The next card we have is what is already with you. It's funny because I already said just being thankful for things that you have. What is it that you already have with you? Is it your power? Is it your strength? Is it the transformation that you're going through? Because these butterflies are also symbolic of transformation. There's some color schemes in here. I am seeing a lot of purples and a lot of indigo and blue, and now I'm getting a little bit of sacral energy in this card. So since I'm seeing a lot of purples and a lot of blues, the blues, the throat chakra, I don't feel like you're able to feel like you can communicate to people you might be closed off, you might be guarded, you might not feel confident in maybe making changes or being open to change, but they're trying to connect with you, trying to connect to Source, God in the universe, and your angels and your spirit guides is going to help you along the way, being more receptive and receiving that help from them. And the blue, so the blue would be the throat chakra, but the purple and the indigo is going to be how you connect to Source through your crown chakra, how you connect to the divine, receiving those energetic downloads, receiving all of those intuitive hints through your crown chakra, down to your third eye, down to your throat chakra. And with the sacral chakra, I do feel like you may have these tendencies where you're going through these transformational periods and you actually need to start being thankful for the things that you have and be mindful that they're guiding you and protecting you too. There's also an emphasis on protection. For people that chose the Angel Eye Crystal, pile number 1, what do their angels? Ooh, that came out, okay. Pandora's Gift. Oh, this is beautiful. This is another, there's more butterflies in this one too. definitely going through a transformational period. Some of you may be changing jobs, you may be changing your lifestyle, you may be moving, you might be getting rid of old friends that no longer are in alignment with you. And I feel like that is necessary for me to say, because I feel like your angels and your spirit guides have been trying to guide you and gravitate you away towards people that are no longer in alignment with you. They're trying to help you realize that maybe a job that you've been at is too stagnant and it's not in alignment with where you are or what you believe. I feel like they've been trying to also remove people that no longer are of a benefit to you. I think you have outgrown specific relationships, friendships, maybe even family members. I feel also that you're transforming an aspect about yourself. It could be an old belief system. You're definitely shedding your old self and becoming more in alignment with your new self. So the gift is the universe is transformation, being more in alignment with yourself, grounding yourself, focusing on the positive aspects of what you have around you. They also want you to have trust. They want you to have faith. They want to let you know that you are being guided. You are being protected. There's a strong synchronicity of blue, purple, and indigo. A little bit of the sacral energy coming through. That's your creativity and your passion. Going after your passions. What are you passionate about? How can you express your creativity more? Is it through poetry, writing, sketching, drawing, speaking? Is it podcasts? Is it... Yeah, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. So, with the throat chakra, if there's any blockages, if you're ever interested in doing any chakra alignment sessions, I can do them virtually. I do that through sound therapy and energy work through Reiki Healing. And keep in mind, with the throat chakra, if I'm getting a sensation anywhere in my body, which right now it is in my throat, that leads me to believe that some of you don't feel like you can properly communicate and express yourself. There are some people in this group that have been known to keep things hidden. They don't feel like that they can relate to people. They keep themselves shut out. These are my introverts, people that like to spend time alone. You guys have a creative mind. And there is the need to express yourself. Remove those blockages, remove those tendencies so that you can be more authentic and true to who you are. Never try to change who you are for anybody around you. Stay true to your belief system, stay true to your mindset. And whatever that is, you will continue to be closer to finding your soul tribe and your soul family. And that soul tribe and that soul family will also be more in alignment with you and your belief system and your likes and your interests. We have now or not the right time. So if there's been a question you've had recently on whether or not you should take a job, whether or not you should proceed in a particular connection with somebody, whether that's relationship-wise, that is actually an answer to that question, stating that you do not need to make any decisions at this time because they are trying to point you onto the path of the direction to take to kind of make sure that you don't proceed in that sense. Compromise. There are going to be some injustices that have actually already happened. This is Libra energy too, which is an air sign. Take what resonates. So you could actually be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or if you are not a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, then this is actually talking about the embodiment of the energy element that an air sign would have. And what is that, you might ask? Well, an air sign actually can be very intellectual. They can be in their head. They can think a lot. They can be strategic. They can kind of be a little kind of in a one-track mind. They're very set in stone about how they feel or how they think, what they perceive. So the balancing of the scales right here, because if you could see in the imagery, there's scales. There is a strong need to kind of refocus and kind of compromise and give up things that you no longer need in your life. It could be even smoking, it could be drinking, it could be a bad toxic habit, because they want you to bring more balance in your life. Are you partying too much? Is there addiction to things that is not in alignment with your body, your mind, your spirit? Are you needing to remove friends or people that are toxic? Are people latching on your energy? Well, there's a message here that you're going to need to give up things that may be hard to do, but just trust and know that in the process it's meant to happen that way. It's meant for you to give up. Alright, messages please, spirit guides, angels, for people that chose an angel-like crystal. Pile number 1. What would you like to say? They don't want you to stop though. They don't want you to give up, because you have been making significant changes, but you still have a lot of work to do. There's things that you have to continue to do in order to finalize this process. There's a lot of work. Yeah, you need to actually shine your light, be authentic, be true to who you are. You had another card in here that talked about it. It was this one up here. It says, let your light shine. And now we have be yourself. So this is the second card now, talking about how to be true and be you and not change who you are. Try to do things that resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, if friends don't resonate with you anymore, if family members are not resonating with you anymore, it could be very possible that you're going through a huge transformational period with all these butterfly images. The butterfly images are actually symbolic of needing to change oneself. The feeling of submerging into not just being yourself, but taking it to the next level to be more in alignment with your higher self. Because I feel like you guys are going through a spiritual awakening. If you haven't done so already, you can actually go through more than one spiritual awakening. You can go through a Kundalini awakening. You can go through both. But these are stages and phases that, wow, this just flew out, literally. What I was going to say is these are stages and phases you need to go through to be your true authentic self. It could be very much so expressing yourself, and through that expression it actually helps somebody else. It could be, if it's not expressing yourself through poetry or writing, sketching, drawing, speaking, then it could be you just transforming and shedding your old self to becoming the newest version of yourself, the most authentic, truest version of yourself, and to not to change that, but allow that transformation to take place. We have abundance is right, you're right. So you need to feel worthy of abundance, to be open to receiving the abundance that the universe is trying to give to you. Sometimes I feel like this pile may focus on things that they don't have, focusing on the lack. Next message is trust your intuition. I just got done saying that earlier. I'm pretty sure there was a card in here too that said to trust your intuition. I'm almost positive. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Up here. It says follow your intuition. So this is another message here. To start trusting and believing in yourself. I feel like you guys don't trust and believe in the power that you have. A lot of self-doubt. I think there's a lot of limiting beliefs in this pile. People that chose this pile, you either do a lot of negative self-talk. I think you put yourself down. I think you're too hard on yourself. I don't feel like you give yourself enough credit. I feel like the people in this pile, not only do you not give yourself enough credit, but you've been doing this for quite some time. They want you to get out of that energy element. It's time to refocus, reshift the type of thought process you have about yourself, how you perceive yourself, how you think others perceive you too. What is it that you need to release? Is it a person? Is it a negative thought pattern? I mean, these are different examples of things they want you to change. So it only makes sense that this is definitely my transformational. People that chose this pile are going through a huge transformational shift right now. Definitely like a spiritual awakening. All right, so let's keep going. People that chose pile number 1. What do they need to be aware about? Okay. So we have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you are only exhaling or only inhaling, you become out of the rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with exhalation. So when you exhale, you're giving out. When you inhale, you receive. So they're talking about giving and receiving in the forms of breathing in and breathing out, and being utilizing visualization in the process. So when you exhale, picture yourself releasing all of that negativity, releasing negative thought patterns as you exhale. When you inhale, picture yourself receiving, breathing out to exhale and releasing negativity, and breathing in to receiving the type of energy you want. Positive messages. Law of attraction. So I think a lot of you might be able to already know what the law of attraction is, but you have the capability of utilizing manifestations to manifest the type of lifestyle you want, to manifest the type of connections you want, to manifest the type of job you want, to manifest the type of lifestyle you want. So if you've practiced on being mindful of your thoughts on a day-to-day basis, if you practice being mindful of not only your thoughts, but how you can visualize and picture what you want to manifest in a movie form. Picture it so clear in your head that it feels like it's already happening. It's already happened. Believing. If you can master visualization and the feeling behind what it would feel as if you've already had it, that's pretty powerful. Those are 3 key ingredients. Visualization and how you think, how you perceive, so your thoughts, being mindful of your thoughts, and then believing and feeling. The feelings and the emotions behind how it would feel as if you've already had it, or if you already do have it, that's a form of law of attraction as well. So mastering the feeling, get excited as if you already have what you are trying to manifest. If it's a new job, get excited. Feel as if you already have that job. Feel like you're already abundant. Speak it into existence. Write it out through scripting. Write it in present tense as if it's already existed. It's already here. It's here now. Time is man-made. The universe is not built on time. So since we created time, if you're trying to utilize the law of attraction and you're putting a time frame on it, you're putting a limit to it. So control the mechanism of your thought process and how you perceive it, how you feel it, and believe it throughout that process. Feel it in your heart space. Feel as if you already have what you're trying to manifest. You could benefit from the law of attraction, but you also have to be mindful of your negative thought patterns too, and the self-limiting belief system that you have, and the self-negative talk that you continue to do, because that's going to stop you from receiving this abundance that the universe is trying to give you. So when you exhale, picture yourself releasing the negative thought patterns, any negativity. And as you inhale, allow yourself to feel like you're receptive to the universe. Allow yourself feeling to receive the blessings that are set before you. Utilize scripting for the law of attraction. Start a journal. Write things out. And sprinkle a little gratitude into that mix too. Say, I'm so thankful now. Start your sentence in your journal. I'm so thankful now that I have X, Y, and Z. Write it in present tense. I'm so thankful now that I have the type of job that is deserving, that allows me to travel, that gives me all of the abundance that I need, if not more. Tell yourself, I'm so thankful, universe. Thank you so much for giving me all of the abundance in all areas of my life, health, wellness, love and relationships, and money and career. And then feel how it would feel as if you already have those things. And express gratitude. So you can utilize scripting, you can utilize the law of assumption. There's so many manifestation techniques. Bay leaves, visualization, feeling, believing, controlling your thought habits and your patterns. Just make sure you're mindful of your thoughts. We have child. Some of you may be gifted with a child. The universe could be finding out that you're pregnant. If you are not in the year of 2022, then if this is not symbolic of the universe and your angels and spirit guides letting you know that you might be subject to giving birth to a child or finding out that you're pregnant, then this is just saying that there is inner child work that needs to take place. Inner child work consists on wounds, childhood trauma, childhood pain, neglect, maybe even abuse. So it's almost as if some people that chose this pile, if you're not having an actual child, if you're not trying to have a child, if you don't find out that you're pregnant in the year 2022, this could just be a significant message coming through that some of you do need to do some inner healing and work on your inner child. Do that inner work. Joy is definitely on the horizon in the year 2022 for people that chose this pile. Your angels and your spirit guides are definitely trying to gift you with some sort of abundance, but you have to be open to receiving that abundance. All right, let's see. Just get a few more cards and we'll be done. Love without conditions. Sometimes we need to love without expectation. Sometimes if we're in relationships, we are constantly expecting things in return and having that reciprocity from the person. But there are some times where we may have to love without expecting anything in return. Loving without condition. So there may be some of you who might be thinking about a relationship. If there's not reciprocity, then it could be a significant message coming through that is trying to tell you that it's okay to love that person. You can love them from afar. Try to be mindful of the energy you invest in the connection, or even a friendship, if this is a friendship. Be mindful if there's people taking your time and your energy and consuming it. You can pull back your energy at any time. I'll just get a couple more cards and then we'll close it out. We have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition. Another card that talks about intuition. Turn your gaze within. So they want you to reflect. There's a really big message for the upcoming year that you're going to need to take some time out to reflect. You're going to activate that intuition. You're going to be in alignment with yourself. You're going to be more in alignment with maybe releasing people, getting rid of old friends, old self-limiting behaviors, habits, toxic addictions, or anything that consists of you needing to shed and kind of cleanse out and de-weed the garden that houses our inner core and our inner compass, and follow your true north. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are being led. So they're telling you to trust in the process, have belief that you are on the right path, even if you feel like you're not on the right path. There's a lot of work still to be done, but they're guiding you. Yeah, starseed. You could definitely be a starseed, whether you're a Pleiadian, a Syrian, or a Lyrian. Know if you are any one of those. If you are a starseed, If you are a celestial being, then it's very much so meant for you to go through multiple spiritual awakenings, multiple Kundalini awakenings. You are definitely meant to stand out. You are never going to be like anybody else, and you do have a purpose. You're going to have to serve a divine purpose. What is that divine purpose? It's to help shift the collective. It's supposed to help people focus and help people raise their vibration, raise the vibration of the planet, help people find their true path, find their true north. So your double mission here is you having this human experience in the human flesh, but knowing that you're a star seed, you will have a deeper mission on this planet prior to the exit of this life. That is a contract that people have signed up prior to coming to this earth. And part of that process, you guys, is actually having that double mission, knowing that you're supposed to either raise the vibration of the planet, help be a light worker. You can also be a healer. You can be a grid worker. You can be a gatekeeper. You can be healing people through your music, your literature, your words, your drawings, paintings, sketch. There's a multitude of different missions as to why we come here and how we're having these human experiences and how we're supposed to align with that path. So if you're not a starseed, you don't have to be a starseed to go through these life lessons. It could just be a main message that is telling you, your angels and your spirit guides wants you to follow what makes you happy. What is your true north? Follow your inner compass and let it and allow it guide you. All right, we are going to finish it off with a postcard from Spirit. These are so cool. I love these. Just got these actually. I know some readers already have these, but these are really fun. All right, so what would be the postcard for Spirit? The people that chose pile number 1, Spirit Guides and Angels. What would be the postcard from Spirit? The people that chose pile number 1, Spirit Guides and Angels. Alright, so this is what I'm going to read to you now. It says, we just adore you over here. So dearest you, we are here on the other side, and we have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions. Let me stop right there because we literally just had a card that says love without condition. And it says it right here. Love without conditions. There's a lot of synchronicities in this pile. And it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as others separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. So that is your postcard from Spirit. I do feel called to draw 2 more cards from this deck and then the Moonology deck. So I'll draw from this one first and then the Moonology deck. All right, last minute messages for... Ooh. I feel like there's some of you who may be holding on to a toxic addiction, a toxic relationship, toxic friend, could be a toxic family member. There is a strong emphasis on the need to release someone or something. That is something you're going to have to work on from now up into the next year of 2022. All right, finishing it off with some Moonology. Take time to breathe out. Dissipating moon. Yes, this kind of goes in hand with the giving and receiving card. As you inhale, you receive. As you exhale, you release. There's a lot of needing to release here. All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by to my channel. Again, this is a general reading, but if you need something more of a personal, in-depth reading, or an actual mini reading, or even a pendulum reading, I will list all of my information in the description box below. Also keep in mind I'm doing Reiki Healing sessions only for a limited time because that takes a lot of energy, and not to mention I have to do it virtually. So if you are interested in that, I'm more than happy to list that information as well. I'm also doing not only Reiki Healing sessions, but Chakra Alignment Sessions along with sound therapy. That'll also have to be done virtually, so if you are interested in that, feel free to look into my information of how to go about doing that, how to reach out to me, how much that's going to cost. So, not just readings, I do assist with sound therapy and healing sessions as well. If you're ever interested in hitting the notification bell upon watching my content today, feel free to do that, because then that's going to help you stay notified as to when I actually go live, if I do go live, because I haven't done that in a while. But if I do go live, sometimes I'll answer questions. I'll take a portion of free questions and paid questions, of course. So if you hit that notification bell, that will actually help you stay tuned to any content that I upload. It'll notify you. If I go live, it's going to notify you. So if you hit the notification bell, that might be beneficial for you to stay tuned to my content. Okay? But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Many blessings and good vibes to you. And I am moving on to the next pile. All right, so for people that chose the Rainbow Moonstone, I am actually a big fan of Rainbow Moonstone because it does help with intuition. There's a multitude of good healing benefits to Rainbow Moonstone. One of my favorites. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to kind of let you know before we start this reading. This is a general reading. This is going to be what your angels and your spirit guides in the universe want you to be aware about. Could be some main messages in here of where they want you to be, what messages you need to be aware about when it comes to the direction and the path that you're taking. Also relationships or anybody that's coming in. If I feel the need to bring forth messages in relation to someone else that may cross your path, I'm definitely going to bring that to your attention. All right, so for this pile, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, for people that chose the Rainbow Moonstone, pile number 2, what would you like them to be aware about? In the year 2022, what are the main messages you want them to hear? You guys are extremely stressed. You guys have been under a lot of stress. I think you guys have been overworking yourself. I'm feeling it in my head space. So that definitely is a physical attribute. Anytime I take on physical attributes through my clairsentience, I'm also an empath, of course. I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, clairvoyant, and I also have the ability to channel. So if I'm feeling the physical attributes, which I'm in my head, it's definitely a stress factor. So you guys are extremely overworked right now. You might be actually tired. Just really you need to take time out for yourself and kind of rest, because it's definitely one of those situations where I do feel like you're stressing about something or a situation. Could even be work. So the first card I have is Eyes of Love. Focus your eyes on loving actions and your Lips on loving words. I do feel like some of you are really craving love. I feel like you guys might be wanting a relationship. This might be a pile that has like you've been pretty lonely. I feel like you've been alone, or just spending a lot of time on work and just focusing on other things. And it might be one of those situations where you're kind of craving love or wanting love. Wanting affection, wanting attention. You might have your eyes set on a particular person, or someone might have their eyes set on you too. Could be vice versa. We have manifest success. Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. So you have the ability to master the law of attraction and try to manifest the type of lifestyle you want or a particular relationship. So definitely your angels and your spirit guides want you to know that you definitely have the opportunity to do that. It's something that you can, the law of attraction, I was actually just talking about this in the other pile. So there might be some messages in there for you if you want to actually rewind and click on the timestamp. The timestamps are listed in the description box. But there might be some messages in pile number 1, because I was just talking about the law of attraction and how there's many forms of law of attraction. There's the law of assumption. You have scripting. So you can write as if it's already happened in present tense. There's definitely visualization, feeling, believing, mastering the feeling techniques. You can also use Bailey's. There's so many different ways to manifest, and I feel like a lot of you might be trying to manifest either a connection or manifesting a new lifestyle, manifesting a new job. So it's almost like the universe is definitely trying to help and assist you with that. We have miracles out of mistakes. I feel like you have made mistakes, but they've actually transitioned into lessons. Because if you look at this card, it's like she's cradling a shell. I feel like it's time for you to get out of your comfort zone. You need to put yourself out there. I feel like you've been overly stressed, overly worked, to just the point of exhaustion. So I do feel like there's miracles and blessings that are going to be set before you and upon you, and you need to be able to receive them by knowing that if there were mistakes that you've made, if people like for an example broke your trust or let you down in the process, just know that you have to let that go with love and light. Do not let it go with hatred in your heart, but try to let it go with love and light. There might be constant interruptions in your life that are causing you to have focus your attention on other things at the moment. I feel like you've been having to multitask quite a bit, and you definitely haven't had a lot of time to yourself. There's a lot of lessons that this pile has learned. I feel like we've been through a lot recently and still going through a lot. So in the year 2022, I feel like you're going to be able to finally feel like you can breathe. We have fourth ray of harmony. Yeah, this is actually feeling like your life is more in sync and in balance and in a harmonic balance. The doors are now going to be opening for you. Feel like there's a light, an inner light that's beaming from you and exuding outwards. And I feel like it's because you've done the work. You're continuing to do the work. You're not giving up. You still have hope. Oh my goodness, I'm having a sensation in my heart space, my heart chakra. I feel like you guys have been let down so much. I feel like you've underwent a lot of heartache. You guys might want to utilize meditation, some Reiki healing, energy work. You've been through a lot. That's why you feel alone. I feel like you want to spend more time alone because it's safer to just be alone than to try to put yourself out there. But the universe wants you to step out of your comfort zone. They want you to exude that light. Find your inner light again. I feel like you need to have courage to move forward. It's been a really long process, but you're trusting slowly but surely that you may be able to seek clarity through the hardships that you've endured. We have number 22, she feels, she knows. This is about being intuitive, trusting in your intuition. Do you have an inkling? Do you have a feeling? What is that feeling? What is that thought? Because you need to acknowledge that thought and those feelings. That is a gift that you need to utilize throughout right now into the next year. Trust your intuition, especially if it's about a particular person or situations in general. Beyond the mind, the earth beats. This talks about being in your head a lot. Knowing that our thoughts co-create everything into existence. What the heart feels and what the heart wants is what the heart will get. I do feel like that's love related too. If you guys are focusing in on a connection, this is talking about trusting in the process. Because the second you have doubt, all that negative self-talk, that's going to co-create that into existence. So you need to be mindful of your thoughts. Alright, for people that chose Rainbow Moonstone, what do they need to be aware about? How can you give back in the process? As you receive from the universe, how could you be giving back in the process? I also don't feel like this actually has to do with you giving to someone or something too much, where the person should be giving back in return. I feel like a lot of you are been known to be givers, lovers, who give so much, and you have such a big heart. And maybe you've been let down in the process. You have a lot of love to give. Everyone has value. Yes, I do feel like there might be some limiting beliefs too, where you feel, or just some negative self-talk where you're just telling yourself, maybe you don't feel valuable. Maybe you have a self-esteem issue or don't see your value. But everyone has value. They need to seek it and believe that within themselves. Everyone has that. I feel like everybody just struggles at different capacities and different levels with it. So your angels and your spirit guides want you to be mindful of that as well. Accept struggles as lessons. We do have the card up here that was just talking about that. This was talking about having miracles starting from mistakes, or learning from mistakes, learning from those trials and then those tribulations, learning from the things that have happened to you and you've endured that. I feel like this is a group that went through a lot. Okay, you might have recently either lost someone, a loved one, a family member, and I am really sorry. My condolences if you have recently loved somebody close to you, near and dear. I'm a firm believer that they never really truly leave us. If anything, they're still with us, guiding us, protecting us in spirit. Alright, other messages. People that chose the Rainbow Moonstone. The situation will improve. I feel like this is really taking like everything out of you. Close to giving up. Feeling depressed, feeling down, feeling helpless, feeling like you're at your wit's end. But the universe is trying to remind you to have hope. Follow your north and your inner compass, because the only direction from rock bottom is up. I've had situations in my life where I've been rock bottom in my life. And the only direction to take at that point is up. To claw yourself, claw up to the surface. Push yourself upwards. But I feel like this group feels like they're at their wit's end, that they've given it 110% with barely anything returned, if not nothing. But if it comes to a job or relationship, or just you feeling down about life and your purpose and your direction in life, there is a meaning and a purpose and a mission as to why you're here. Whether it's to help somebody in their find their purpose and follow their blueprint, for you to co-create, maybe to give life. I feel like this is just a huge change for a lot of you. A lot of you are going through a lot of transformational situations. Maybe some of you are seeking a lot of love. There's been a lot of pain from some who have chosen this pile. There's a lot of success on the horizon, though. I feel like hard work and perseverance is going to pay off for this group that chose this pile. Alright, let's get some more cards. Yeah, look at this is fated, you guys. This is fated to happen. So if there was somebody removed out of your life, like a relationship or a loss of a job, it wasn't resonating with you anymore, or friendships, if you're losing friends right now, it wasn't in alignment with you. You know, the divine will actually push people out willingly to get you better in alignment with where you're going on your life's path. It's meant to happen. For you to, you don't need to understand why it's happening. You need to trust that, oh my goodness, I cannot make this shit up. Like, this literally flew out. It said not for you. You have to understand that there's a reason as to why people, situations die out, jobs end, where we are no longer in alignment with the job. We don't resonate with the job. It could be career, it could be people, it could be family members too. Where I feel like you guys are going through a huge transformational period right now, where you're actually losing, and there's huge changes for this group. There's no doubt in my mind. Unfinished business. There's things you're trying to need to take care of. The universe wants you to know that you're being acknowledged for the work that you've done thus far, but there's a lot more to go, because you're doing only portions of this inner healing, if not barely scratching the surface. And you're not fully letting people go that no longer serve you. So it's only at that time to where they have to step up and take these situations, whether materialistic and or people, out of your life, so that you can learn the lessons. And they have to do it forcefully. Sometimes they have to do it forcefully. Messages for people. Ooh, okay. Wow, look at the imagery. This is beautiful. It says big, bold vision. Woo! Third eye magnetized. There's a lot of different energy fields coming from this card. I feel like you guys are stepping in your power. You're knowing your worth. You're letting go of what no longer serves you. You're understanding your vision. Keeping a clear, crisp focus on that vision, whether it's a goal, a dream, maybe you're utilizing the law of attraction to draw in the type of energy that you desire, the type of lifestyle you desire, the type of relationship you desire, the type of abundance you desire. I do feel like there's a huge change coming forth for this pile, because it's meant to happen. These people were taken out of your life, the jobs maybe that you weren't in alignment, they actually want you to be on path towards your life purpose, towards your direction, to follow that inner compass towards the actual direction that you're needed to take, to be in a job that's a better fit for you. If it hasn't happened already, it's going to. I'll tell you right now, it's going to happen. Especially in the year of 2022, because I'm trying to pick up the energy from now into next year of 2022. And so far, this is exactly what it looks like for you guys. What we're going to do is we're just going to draw a couple more cards and we'll close it out. Wow, Beta the Wolf Spirit. Ooh, this talks about having courage, having strength, gaining wisdom, tapping into the divine, receiving those messages from spirit, receiving those messages from the angelic realms, trusting and believing in the process, being bold, continuing to follow what you believe and what you feel, and to trust your intuition. I feel like you guys are trying to attempt to get in alignment with that, following your intuition, especially when it comes to a situation with a particular person or a job or your next step. The void. Yeah, the void is exactly just that, you guys. It's removing unnecessary people or situations or materialistic items. Like, I think it also talks about moving too. Some of you may be moving. That's why I keep talking about the material aspect too, on and off. Because there's a need for a change of atmosphere. Getting out of stagnancy, moving, traveling, needing to have new experiences, seeing new people. So the void is removing all of the residue out of your life so that you can become more in alignment with yourself and also be receptive of receiving the blessings that the universe is trying to set before you. That's beautiful. We'll get a couple more cards and we'll close it out. The masculine. You guys might be, this is another relationship card, because in the beginning I was mentioning love, craving love, wanting love, seeking love, having a lot of love to give, right? So that love is the potential to meeting your divine masculine, having already met your divine masculine, the divine feminine finding the divine masculine. In the process of loving yourself, focusing on self-love, removing people and toxic habits and toxic behaviors, maybe having to move in order to find love in the way that you want it. But it doesn't have to be you needing to move. It could just be going out, stepping out of your comfort zone, meeting new people, having new experiences, seeing new places, seeing new faces. So having the ability to find your soulmate in the process. That's beautiful energy. All right, we're going to get some moonology and then a postcard from spirit, and then we will close it out. All right, last minute messages for people that chose Rainbow Moonstone. Please and thank you, angel spirit guides. What messages do we need to be aware about? All right, we have Earth energy coming through, which is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. If you're not a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, you don't have to be Sun, Moon, or Rising. It could just be the embodiment of the energy. So the energy, if the Virgo energy that's coming through today, is talking about having reciprocity. Are you the person giving so much and the person is taking? Because it says a time to give rather than take. Virgos can be a bit of a perfectionist. They have to have things done a certain way. Also signifying beauty, strength, courage. Proceeding in a way that they feel is in alignment with them energy-wise. So if you ever get into a connection, or if you feel like you're doing too much in a job and you're not receiving and you're not being acknowledged for the hard work that you give out, that becomes a problem. That's when the universe is going to make those changes and remove you away from that job or that relationship if needed. All right, postcard from spirit. Postcard from spirit. Messages for people that chose this pile. Messages that people chose this pile. Alright, here we go. Whew, I got two that popped out. So we have, dearest you. Isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you are really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different and more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes. It's made new and is given new hope. Loving you always. And that's your postcard from Spirit. And the last one. Dearest Shu, we have a secret for you. The more you think, the more you know. The less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. And curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to the questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all aspects of it. You need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting. As you keep your mind and your heart open to new experiences, a richer existence overall. All of us over here want to be all you can be, want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? And those are the postcards from Spirit. Ooh, how beautiful. Definitely some transformational situations on the horizon, if you are not going through it already. But I feel like a lot of you are already going through it as we speak. I want to say thank you for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to actually hit the notification bell, you'll be able to be notified if I happen to post any new content. You'll also be notified if I happen to go live, which is rare. If I do go live, I'll answer questions and also do a combination of paid readings. But to be honest with you, it is going to be rare that I go live because I single mom and work full time. But when I do pick a card readings, if I post any new content, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified. If you're interested in a more personal reading, you can definitely check out the description box below. I'll list and post my readings options. Also doing Reiki Healing Sessions, Chakra Alignment Healing Sessions. There's also sound therapy if you are interested in any one of those. You can choose one of your preference, but keep in mind it's going to be virtual. It'll be recorded video, and all the pricing will be listed below. Many blessings and good vibes to you, and I'm going to be moving on to pile 3. Which is the blue lace agate. All right, so my blue lace agate pile, which I love blue lace agate. Definitely helps with communication too. It's a very spiritual stone, matter of fact. One of my favorites. So for those who chose this pile, what we're going to be doing today is checking in to see what your angels and your spirit guides want you to be aware about. Any main messages that come through. All right. People that chose pile number 3, what are the main messages you would like to have them listen to or hear during this time? What do they need to be aware about from now into the year 2022? Angels, spirit guides, and ancestors for people that chose the blue lace agate, pile number 3. I just heard saddle up. You guys are in for a ride. Woo! And the card just fell. Listening for truth. Ooh, I feel like you guys have been waiting for some truth, seeking the truth. There could be some, a lot of deception involved. Definitely in for a ride. So I don't know what that means to some of you guys, but some of the messages are hinting towards there's a lot to happen and there's a lot to come. I feel like you need to silence your mind too to allow yourself to listen to that truth. Your angels and spirit guides might be wanting you to be aware about that too. You guys been spending a lot of time alone, probably been cooped up. We have come to life. Yes, she's painting on herself too, I think with honey. Come to life. She has no color too. I feel like you've lost maybe a sense of life. Lost a sense of motivation. Needing to find your strength. Needing to regain your power. The angels and spirit guides are trying to work with you because you've been guarded. She's holding on to her heart chakra. A lot of you went through a lot of pain and a lot of trauma. Definitely going through a tower moment right now. Some of you may be experiencing big changes. Oh, and the fact that I'm coughing out of the blue with my throat chakra, you definitely have either had communication issues, haven't been able to voice your opinions, your thoughts, your beliefs. Definitely having a blockage in the throat chakra space, because I never have, well, actually during readings, I do get physical attributes to take on the energy of somebody else, but I never have problems with my throat chakra. I've actually been blessed. It's one of my main gifts, is being able to communicate and motivate. Okay. Because the divine utilizes me as a vessel, and I'm actually, when I channel, if I ever have any physical attributes, and one of them being the throat chakra, that's how I know I'm picking up the energy of somebody else. So either you have not been able to express your feelings and emotions or thoughts, and you actually been kind of just keeping all of that bottled up, and that needs to come to the surface because of the pain and because of the hurt that you've went through. That's going to be problematic. The more you hold back and the more you allow that to continue to happen, the more that becomes troublesome and less beneficial for you. And less beneficial for your healing processes too, if I haven't said that already. Messages for people that chose blue lace agate. Whoa. Did you see how that landed? That was kind of weird. That was like... Alright, beautiful souls. You inspire and uplift others. So I feel like there is a need for expression, a need to feel connection in the heart space, needing to connect, needing that sense of connection. Messages for people that chose action. You need to take action. Dancing through the phases of life in this photo. That's what I'm getting, is dancing through the phases of life, walking through this transition in life with confidence. What has been holding you back? What makes you feel like you have to keep yourself away from people and everyone and everything? Is it trauma? Is it pain? Because that's what I'm picking up from this pile. Yeah, we have realization. I feel like you guys have gained insight. I feel like you guys have gained knowledge, or seeking knowledge and seeking the truth. What is my purpose? Why am I here? The realization is like your angels and your spirit guides are... Some of you are meant to be either writers. Some of you are actually meant to help people with pain and trauma, because a lot of you, some people I'm even picking up have went through a lot of abuse in this pile. For some reason, that's the energy that I'm picking up. And if you are one of those people that have actually went through that, either through your childhood experiences or adolescence, there's a healing process that allows you to evolve, to then take action, to then follow your path, to then help somebody else with similar experiences as well. which is very beautiful. But they're wanting you to take action because it's like they're telling you, they're giving you answers. There's the need to find happiness again. There's a need to seek out connection with other people, like-minded people. It's almost like your entrapment in yourself. But live in your bliss. Yeah, finding your happiness, finding your bliss. Wanting to find that happiness, wanting to find what makes you feel alive again. You are never alone. I feel like you guys have been spending a lot of time alone. I mean, look at the imagery in those two cards up there. They're very similar. I mean, even these two are similar. Holding on to the heart space, guarded, feeling like you need to protect yourself, feeling like you need to spend time alone. Because if you let somebody in, worried about being hurt again. Appreciate your talents. I feel like you might even be seeking, what is it that you're good at? Is it writing? Is it sketching? Is it, do you have a talent for making people laugh? Do you have a talent of motivating people? How do you make an impact? Do you make an impact? I think you're trying to find your talents. What is it that you're good at? Like I said, jobs that you're looking for right now, where you're feeling like, what would I be able to qualify for? What are my talents so that I can actually be better at something, especially in a leadership role? This is something that you've been thinking really long and hard about, like really kind of questioning life, questioning your purpose. Where do you go? What do you do? What are you good at? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where am I supposed to be? Where should I be? These are questions you may ask yourself. Enchantment gifts. I feel like the universe is going to gift you with knowledge. They're going to gift you with the answers. Maybe even in a dream state too. Might be finding answers, synchronicities. Call upon them. Ask for a sign. That chose blue lace agate, pile number 3. What do they need to be aware about? Thank you. Adjustments are required. Yeah, there's going to be some changes, you guys, on the horizon. If it hasn't happened already, it's going to happen. You're going to need to adjust your way of thinking. You're going to need to try a new approach, especially if it comes to career and finance. What's not working, don't continue to make it work if it hasn't been working. Come up with a backup plan. Because what you thought was going to work is not working and still isn't working. Ask for answers. Ask for guidance. Call upon your angels and your spirit guides for that guidance. Yeah, surrender to sweetness. Surrender to pleasure. Surrender to joy. Make love to life. Dance with life. Have faith that there is happiness. Maybe you've been spending so much time alone, you haven't been able to receive or be open to receiving happiness again because you've been going through this maybe depressive state. Maybe you are secluding yourself, spending too much time in solitude. You might need to step out of your comfort zone. You might need to go out there and, get out of the stagnancy. Take a look at the big picture. Change your way of thinking. Yeah, Palladian energy. Being a visionary, inspired by ideas. I feel like some of you are definitely unique souls. You have the ability to have a specific vision. You have the ability to co-create new ideas. You guys have definitely a creative mindset, and I feel like that can be utilized in your life purpose, especially in the direction of where you need to go and what action to take in the year 2022. I feel like you're trying to find your purpose too. Transformation. Yeah, I feel like there's so many different things that are changing on the exterior and the interior. You could be going through a spiritual awakening, a kundalini awakening, if definitely shedding your own old self right now. I feel like you might be realizing that you might even intuitively already know that you're unique. You're not going to be able to resonate with everybody else, but you can't block yourself off from the world. You can't seclude yourself so much because that's not beneficial to your healing. It's not going to be in alignment with you and your path and where you should go and what you should do, who you should interact with. And I feel like the process is pretty beautiful because it's like we're going from darkness to light. So in the imagery, it's like no color, right? But you're going through these stages that's necessary to help you evolve. Okay, this is what I want to use. Okay. All right, show me more. All right, so people that chose this pile. Messages. Angel spirit guides. For people that chose blue, they saved it. Abundance is definitely on the horizon. I feel like the second you get out of this phase, you can be more receptive of abundance and fulfillment. Getting more information. There's a strong emphasis on truth. Needing to find the truth. Needing to find your purpose. Not feeling fulfilled. Perfect timing. Your answers are going to come when they feel it is time for you to know. You're not supposed to know all the answers. You're not supposed to know. A lot of us, when we start feeling alone and feeling like we can't relate to other people, and we feel like, what the hell is my purpose here? Why am I even here? The more you question it, the more you're going to drive yourself crazy. Let things flow, ebb and flow naturally. Because through that process, you would gain wisdom and insight, and that process is beautiful, to not have to control what you need to know, not try to have to control what you want to know, and not try to have to control every situation. Let it ebb and flow like how it should. In perfect timing, you will get the answers, you will get the insight, you will get the knowledge. But a lot of you are seeking that truth. You want to know, why am I here? What's the purpose of my existence? But success is definitely on the horizon. Abundance is on the horizon. Through just gaining confidence in the situation to unfold naturally is that beautiful process. Not knowing the answers is a beautiful process. You getting out of the stagnancy is a beautiful process. Having that strength and that courage. Light beings. You could be celestial beings. You could be a starseed, whether that's a Pleiadian, a Sirian, or a Lyrian. Okay? If that is the case, and you don't have to be, it could be an emphasis on the energy. Are you a light worker? Are you a healer? Are you a grid keeper, a grid worker? Like, there's a multitude of different purposes we're here for. Main purposes as to why we're here are double missions. If it's not a double mission, what is the mission? What are you meant to do? Are you supposed to be here to raise the vibration of the planet, to raise the awareness of the collective, to help them get in alignment with themselves, their truest, authentic, higher selves, to find and help point them in the direction of their path and follow their inner compass and their true north? There's so many things and so many reasons as to why we're here, but sometimes if we focus too much on it, you're not allowing that process to flow naturally. It's almost like suffocating yourself, trying to find those inner answers, feeling so alone and entrapped in your head. That's like a revolving cycle. It's not healthy for you. Yeah, enlightenment. You're seeking enlightenment, and they want you to focus on health and wellness. I don't feel like you guys are treating your body well. You may not be eating. You might not be sleeping. You might not be doing things that is proper for your body. And I feel like there's just like a consistent energy that's going through this reading, people that chose pile number 3. You're going to get the enlightenment and the answers that you seek, you guys. But through this process, you have to trust. Trust in the divine. Trust in the process. You may not need to know everything that's meant to happen, and the way that it's supposed to happen is for your greatest good. Messages for people that chose pile number 3. You guys need to breathe. Like, inhale, exhale, like you're so stressed out about something, or just a multitude of different things, a combination of things. Look, we have change of direction. I feel like you guys are going to be either seeking a new job, getting out of the stagnancy, feeling the need to get out of your shell, get out of your comfort zone. What do you desire? Yes. What is it? Are you a visionary? Because if you could visualize exactly what you want and be mindful of your thoughts in the process, you really can co-create anything you freaking want. Yeah, look, shower of abundance. You literally can do that, you guys. Absolutely. All right, let's get... Did I draw these yet? Yeah. All right, we're going to get a postcard from Spirit because this is like pretty consistent. Okay, there's a need to get out of your comfort zone. Stop spending so much time in solitude. Definitely interact with Spirit and have a relationship with your angels and your spirit guides, because they're trying to point you in the direction of this abundance. Like, look, we have abundance literally 2 times. We have enlightenment 2 times. We have, like, there's an emphasis on timing and thinking too much, and we have transformation. Like, you guys are literally going through this huge transformational period, but you're not letting it go in this natural formation. You're just trying to control the situation, and it's not beneficial to your mind, body, and spirit. So they're trying to get you out of this. They're trying to help you with this control mechanism that you set forth before yourself. Know that you're worthy of bliss. Know that you're worthy of love. Know that you're worthy of abundance. Speak that into existence. Repeat it, repetitively repeat it to yourself from the time you wake up and before you go to bed. You need to flip that switch in your head, whatever that switch is, whether it's negative thoughts or behaviors or both. But whatever it is, it's almost like the universe is like, it needs to stop at this point, because it's definitely a revolving cycle with these guys. Yeah, look, believe in the impossible. Absolutely. You're not supposed to know all the answers. Your purpose, there's a lot of growth that needs to take place before you're even able to understand the direction that you're supposed to take on your path. If some of you are trying to focus on like your actual path in life, there's too much growth that needs to take place. You've only scratched the surface before you can get to the core of what is needed, healing-wise, transformational-wise, lesson-wise, all that multitude of different examples is needed before you are in alignment or closer to alignment with your path. We have confidence is key to your success, new moon and Leo. That fiery energy. I'm a fire sign myself. If not 5 placements in my birth chart to be exact. Sun and rising and my Mercury and my Venus and my Ceres and my midheaven. Okay? So let me tell you something. You need to be passionate and fiery and action orientated when it comes to taking life by the fucking balls, excuse my language. But you need to literally be action orientated, having confidence with yourself, having confidence that everything is meant to unfold in the way that it's supposed to. Trust in the divine, trust in the process. Flip the negative switch off in your head and take that action, take that passion and utilize that. Utilize any pain, utilize any trauma that you've experienced as motivation. Use all of that. Use that pain and that trauma and use that as a mechanism to pull yourself up and have more faith and have more trust. All right, we're going to finish this off from a postcard from Spirit. All right, so for people that chose this pile, please tell me what is it that they need to be aware about. These are pretty big cards, so let's see. All right. It says, dear you are in such good shape right now that we are all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments, be gone. Forgiveness and love, enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know that you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. Postcard from Spirit. If that doesn't go with everything that I already said, I don't know what else. I do want to say thank you for stopping by to my channel. If you ever want to stay tuned to more free content, or when I post more pick a card readings, or even if I decide to go live and answer free questions and paid questions, if you hit that notification bell, you can actually stay tuned to when I post my free content, when I post pick a card readings, when I decide to go live. That is definitely going to be an option. So if you hit that notification bell, you can be notified when I post more videos. Also, if you are interested in any Reiki healing sessions, or chakra healing or chakra alignment healing sessions, or even sound therapy sessions, I'll be doing that for a short period of time, but to be honest, that's going to be done virtually, so I'm not going to be offering that for probably no more than a couple days, to be honest. So if you do want that, I'm going to list that information in the description box below. But if it's got to be either a Reiki healing session or chakra alignment session and or sound therapy, and it would be done through a pre-recorded video, because I'm going to focus on your energy and utilize Reiki healing to get you in alignment and focus on what needs to be healed. So that's going to typically run for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes, almost an hour. I can do an hour, but I'll list my pricing for that as well. If you want an actual in-depth reading or a mini reading, I'm also going to leave the information in my description box as to whether or not you're interested in that. So all of that information that I just said will be found there. But I want to say many blessings and good vibes to you. Thank you for stopping over to my channel today. And I'm actually going to be moving on to the last pile. Alright, so people that chose the Celestite crystal, definitely one of my favorite crystals by far. I have big chunks of Celestite downstairs. I have a lot of necklaces of Celestite, and it actually helps you connect into the angelic realm. So I really love this crystal. I don't know if you can see it. It's like really pretty blue. Oh, I love this crystal. All right. So today we're going to focus on what your angels and your spirit guides would like you to be aware about during this process, things that maybe you've neglected to work on. So let's kind of take a quick peek to see what is needed. All right. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please tell me, for people that chose the Celestite crystal, pile number 4, what is it that they need to be aware about from now into the next year, 2022? Attraction. You could be attracting like-minded people. You could be attracting a new belief system. You could be attracting something new into your life that's exciting and exhilarating. Releasing negativity, releasing people, releasing things that no longer serve you. What else? People that chose crystal number 4, pile number 4, what is it that they need to be aware about? Woo, all right, balance. Yes, there's definitely a focus on balance and the need to focus on things to get your life into balance. If it has been chaotic, if things have been up and down, if you've been multitasking or just always on the go, then you need to slow down and you need to refocus and you need to reshift your energy, because there is there's a sense of releasing things to attract something new and inviting into your life, but that starts with balance. You held on to something way too long. That's what I'm hearing. You held on to something way too long. We do have discernment. Oh, I got this in the other pile. Wow, there is definitely a collective energy again. Wow, I don't know. You know, a lot of the collective, it is eclipse season right now. You guys are going to be going through some huge transformational periods. But discernment, follow your intuition. There's a need to trust your intuition. Believe you already know the answers. Believe you already know what's to come when it comes to where you should go, what actions to take, manifesting success. A lot of you are utilizing manifestation techniques to try to manifest the lifestyle you want, or the type of job you want, the type of people you want, the type of relationship you want. That's beautiful. That's beautiful new energy. That's also talking about attraction up here, because we have manifestation and attraction, which is beautiful. So they actually coincide together, because it's talking about being able to invite new energy in upon realizing that you have that ability, but to continue to follow that belief system around that you can attract and manifest anything you really truly desire. And if you can be mindful of that in the process, it allows you to embody that energy and follow that vision. Keep your vision clear. All right, for people that chose, wow, look at this, the fate. This is fated, you guys. There's definitely new energy coming in for actually right now into the new year of 2022. It's fated. It's a fated new direction. Yeah, cleaning up, you guys. Look, because you got the release card. And cleaning up. Y'all are removing some people. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Woo, woo, woo. So basically, y'all gotta bear with my energy, because I'm an Aries. Okay, I'm a Leo rising. I got 5 other Aries placement. I'm an Aries sun, Aries midheaven, Aries Ceres, Aries in Venus, and Aries in Mercury, Leo rising, and Aquarius moon. But anyways, yeah, my energy's always lit. So there's a need to release something. There's definitely a strong emphasis on this is fated. The divine already kind of orchestrated this. You guys are going to be moving. A lot of you guys are going to be looking for new homes, new places to live, new jobs. The universe is granting that to you, helping you. Your interests are definitely cheering you on. They're like, nope, this is what's needed. We need to clean this up. We need to get rid of it. What do you desire? What is it? Is it a new job, a new relationship, abundance? You can have it all. That's what they're saying. You just got to be mindful of your thoughts in the process. Messages for people that chose pile number 4. Oh my goodness, that's a lot, but I'm gonna take them. So entrepreneurship, you guys might be wanting to own your own business. You might be focusing on self. Entrepreneurship, whether it's a partnership too, it could be a decision to make a business related decision when it comes to business or career finances. Change in direction. Yeah, there's definitely an emphasis on changing the direction, cleaning up what no longer serves your purpose, what's not in alignment with the direction that you're taking, career-wise, finance-wise. Blessing in disguise. They definitely removed somebody out of your life because that was definitely not serving your purpose. Time to go. Wow, if this ain't clear-cut, I don't know what is, y'all. Because it's talking about removing people, changing directions. Whew. We have in the world, not of the world. So this is talking about being mindful that you're part of the entity that serves a purpose, but know that the world is ever flowing and ever going. And when you can kind of adapt to that knowing, you can definitely be mindful of energy. Everything's made up of energy, literally everything. And the more you're mindful of that, you can literally co-create anything that you want and desire in this life. That's beautiful. Being one with the earth element, knowing that you can work through the root chakra to center yourself and ground yourself. Focusing on stabilities and foundations, pentacles, money. Going beyond normal. You guys are going to be finding yourselves in the year 2021. There ain't no doubt in my mind, finding that truth, gaining that wisdom, gaining that knowledge. It's just gonna, it's gonna flow. It's gonna click for you like that. I think you guys are finding a lot of answers. You're just going to know what direction to take. You're cleaning up a lot of bullshit in your life. You're just going to get rid of it. You're like, I'm done. I'm good. I don't need this. I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. This talks about power. She's actually holding on to her heart space too. Woo, y'all did a lot of healing. Y'all went through a lot of healing. You did a good job going through that healing process because that's what's needed. Oh, you guys, we got fourth ray of harmony. This talks about beaming light, exuding outwards into the universe, but also being mindful of our energy. Not to mention, this talks about knowing our power, knowing our worth. Okay, everything being in harmony now. Life seems to be more in balance, and it talks about having harmonistic elements that are now transitioning into our life. So you guys might be going through that too right now. Any other messages for people that chose the Celestite crystal? Pile number 4. Any other messages you have for them? Angels, spirit guides. What do their angels and spirit guides want to say? Oh, that one. We got 2 actually that fell on the ground. So the first card that I just picked up, it says 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. You guys are going to be having more pleasurable moments to celebrate. Celebrating your victories in the upcoming year. And not only that, you're going to be, there's an invitation to connect to spirit, an invitation to connect to source, an invitation to go through that awakening. Don't cut it off. Embrace it. Don't be scared of it. It's meant to happen. Okay? Invitation to connect to your angels and your spirit guides and your ancestors, to align with them, work with them, ask them questions, ask them for guidance, ask them to direct you into what path to take, what direction to take, what to choose, how to move, how to flow, where to go. Ask them. They'll listen. They can hear you. They're guiding you, protecting you at all given costs and all given times. Receiving. You're going to be receiving abundance, you guys. This is all synchronistic. At this point, you're cleaning up, letting go of what no longer serves you. There's literally multiple cards that talk about releasing, cleaning up, being open and receptive to receiving abundance, changing directions, changing your home, changing your look, changing your health and wellness, changing jobs, changing relationships. This is beautiful energy, you guys. Powerful. All right, let's get some more. Messages for, wow, that came up. Reconsider. Yep, they want you to choose another direction because the direction that you were taking was not the correct path. You got to turn back around, bust a Yui in life, go the other way. If you believe, what is it that you truly believe? Do you believe in yourself? Because you need to believe in yourself that you can do it, that you can go through this life and these phases, knowing that you can have the power, finding your inner, knowing your worth, knowing your strength, having that courage to take on a new direction, having faith, having trust, trusting in the divine, trusting in your strength and your courage, like I said. Having that power, having that growth. Yeah, and a year from now, you guys are going to be sitting pretty. You guys might have new homes by then, new relationships, new job. It's looking beautiful. Might be moving. Something's going to change with home. Either something in the home, a family, starting a family, transitioning, moving, changing maybe the way your home looks. We also have it's time to release negativity. Yeah, because the negativity wasn't working. Because look, we had this card over here. What did I say? Cleaning it up. Clean it up. Get rid of it. And we also have this card over here. Release. So there is an emphasis more than once. Talk about synchronicities, you guys. Can't make this stuff up. Clean it up. Release. Time to release negativity. Yeah, I think that the universe is literally trying to smack you in the face to let you know, like, look, this is not the direction you were supposed to take. At this point, we've been trying to point you in the direction. You're not listening, so we're about to change it. We're going to pull the rug underneath your feet, and you're going to go in the direction that is meant for you to go. Point blank. It's really clear. And you might want this. This is what you probably, some of you want this. Some of you have been craving this. Yeah, inner voice. You've already knew this. Some of you have been wanting this. You wanted to move. You want to change directions. You want to take on a new job. You want the abundance. You want to receive. You know what's meaningful for you. And even if you don't know what's meaningful for you, you know your intuition's been trying to tell you with this energy element. There's only one light. We're all energetically connected, you guys. That one light is us. If we all align with our inner core and we are in alignment with our higher selves and we develop that relationship with the divine, okay, and we trust and believe in the process and we utilize energy and the law of attraction and choose our thoughts and we're mindful of our thoughts and we try to get in alignment with our higher selves and balance things, look how perfectly balanced this light is. That's where the magic happens, y'all. That's that life, that's that light and life that we truly desire and we truly deserve. All right, we're gonna close this out with, because this is all consistent, you guys. Literally, straight to the point. We're gonna get a postcard from Spirit. Let's see what they want to say to you. These are really hard to shuffle because I have small hands and these are big ass cards. Okay, here we go. So this postcard says, Dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times that you might find yourself over-giving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bring in an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. If you do not need a this for that in your exchange with others, you are doing good in the world, and let the world give back and support you. Then you can try to give up the old stories that you have been convinced that you have to be doing everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so much. There is an emphasis, and that's a postcard from Spirit. There's an emphasis on giving too much, needing to receive, changing the direction, maybe letting people go, moving, transitioning through. That's exactly what is needed. That's what I'm seeing. If you guys are interested in an in-depth reading or even a mini reading, pendulum reading, tarot reading, anything, even channeled messages, I'm definitely going to post my information in the description box below. I am currently offering, probably only for a couple of days, Reiki Healing Sessions, Chakra Alignment Sessions, and also sound therapy. But keep in mind, I'm not going to be offering that too much longer because I'm going to be doing that virtually. So it's going to be a pre-recorded video. If you're interested in any of the energy work through healing, Reiki Healing, Chakra Alignment Sessions, sound therapy, any one of those options per your preference, definitely seek out the information in the description box below. Also, keep in mind, if you are interested in more content, more free content, I will be posting my videos, but if you hit the notification bell, you'll be able to be informed of any newly uploaded content or when I decide to go live. And I don't decide to go live that much because I do work, but when I do go live, I'm doing a combination of paid readings just as I did, as well as free questions. All right, so stay tuned for that free content. and or information as to when I go live. I do want to say many blessings and good vibes to you. Thank you so much for stopping over to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Remember, this is a general reading. If you're interested in a more in-depth reading, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much. Love and light.